Hello, Star Citizens. I'm Tostic, still in the game, and we're going to try and finish up the Microtech Second Life resource mission. I have been doing them off camera. I'm still seeing some of the issues with hangars, and a new one has cropped up in this latest load. It's taken me several attempts to get a ship to come up into the hangar from the ASOP's terminal, both upstairs and down here in the hangar. But I have a ship. We're going to take a run at it, see how we do. I think I've grabbed the mission already. No, I have not. Microtech. Large cargo drive. Now in this is the one that they have altered in this latest patch to, instead of 100 to 125, it's more like 450 to 600, depending on the ship you get and how much is in there.
Remy from Microtech here. Glad you're running a resource collection contract for us. Great to have your help.
So Remy's happy we're here. So anyways, we're going to head on out there and grab these up. Matter of fact, let me look at this. My journal says we have completed 1,480. Well, 3 runs, rather. Yeah, it is 3. Okay. 3 runs, 495 apiece. So that's an on average. I've had them be as low as 440 and as high as 1,480. So anyways, we've got another 1,400 or so to go, a little less, 13 something. And just a little bit to the next reward. So we're going to try and get it all the way finished and then maybe even move on from Microtech to Crusader and get that one done as well. So let's get started. Oh, nope, don't do that, don't do that. Gotta put a helmet on. I'm going to need that to get out of the ship when we get there. All right, helmet's on. Let's go ahead and get back in the ship. Okay, I will see you when we get to the abandoned mining station. Now, the first couple of ones I did, they were not, there weren't any guards, there weren't any defenders or protectors for these things. I don't know if that's changed or not. It doesn't look like they've hot patched anything, so I don't think it has. We got a gunship, so we should be okay. Let's head on over. There's been a couple of bugs with these missions that I've found. One is that sometimes you don't get credit for getting into the ship and sitting down and recovering the cargo, and the mission won't advance. So what I've had to do in those is quantum away and quantum back to the site, get out of the seat, get back into it, and it seems to resolve the issue. But I haven't really seen any guarantee of any actual cause of this or a better fix than that for right now, but it does allow you to continue the work, so I guess that's something. Also, I'm going to try this time, but in general I don't blow up the ship. I just leave it here like this guy has, and he's coming taking his, and you just come back and grab your own ship. So we'll see how that works. We'll get a little closer. Here we go. Powered off. Get out of the seat. Okay. Elevator access should be here someplace. Ramp access. All right. Well, let's get the ramp then. Alright, it did advance to enemy reinforcements coming, but no enemy reinforcements have shown up so far. So, our best job is to get out of here as quickly as we can. So 57 boxes for this one. We've got the boxes, we just need them getting delivered. To get these things done the way they've got them set up right now. I don't know how long it'll last, so if you haven't done them yet, get in there and get them done. Close enough to grab a hangar. Well, we got a hangar queue. That's something, I suppose. All right, we got a hangar. Where's our hangar? There it is over there. Retools are up. Landing gear is down. All right, we are on the ground. Let's get 57 boxes empty. All right, we got one small one here. Plenty of giant ones. Little ones on top all the way around. A couple more small ones here. And we got the same issue again here in the lower left. This hangar is not loading. I cannot send it down. I'll give it a minute before I do it, but I'm going to have to probably Alt F4, crash out, load back in order to be able to get it to clear. Which is definitely a pain in the backside. This has been pretty common for me. I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but my only fix that I've been aware of is to crash the game. Okay, well, we're back in. And I have controls again. So I'm going to lower this. There we go. One of the other things that's been happening, which has been kind of weird, is the hangar has only been half deep. Well, that doesn't seem to be a problem today, which is good. It definitely was a weird thing that happened last night when I was playing a bit. I can only, if I went to the back half of the hangar, I could load the back half of the hangar, but I couldn't take anything from the front of the hangar. I had to carry it there. Either tractor it in or tractor it out, but I couldn't carry it there. And that was definitely a nuisance. And I still need the precision mode to get the top row tagged. Okay, well that's new. Somebody called their own elevator, called another elevator in another hangar. I heard it kick off, and now the door is down and I can't enter. Okay, that is really weird. Huh. All right, is the door really there? It's not. So I can't get the material through the door, but I can just walk right through it. So obviously the instance hangars are not as separate as they should be, and it's causing some issues. I can walk it through. This is very, very strange. Similar to what was happening to me last night, except that it was like I was in a smaller hangar. I couldn't move front to back. So, yep, and I'm still seeing this. Who was ever... it looks like they're done with their hangar. So, yeah, it's just a lot of weirdness going on. I don't know why. I'm sure CIG is trying to do whatever they can do to find real fixes for these hangars, but in the short term, they're having some real issues with it. But let me see if I can get through this for us. All right, well, hopefully that's everybody in there. I'm missing 132 SCU box. I am missing 132 SCU bucks. I might be at my weight limit on this thing. Well, there we go. Now see if we're all set. All the boxes are green.
It's Remy. I spoke to my bosses about all the good work you've been doing, and they've approved a nice bonus for you. Enjoy.
I've gotten the tier 4 rewards and gotten the rescue done. Let's see how we did on that.
That's what I love to see. Another contract complete.
Sure, now he's friendly with me. Screw up once and he's all over you. Oh no, that's more the Hurston guy though. All right, so let's see what we got here. So 955. So we were at 480. So 500, just shy of 500, about 25 short of that. So yep, 475. That's usually where I'm at. It seems to be my average. So 2 more runs like this and we'll be pretty close to done. Well, at least this ship showed up finally. I've called it like 6 times and it's failed each time. It's all right to me. All right, let's see if that new mission is here. Oh, that mission is back again. Microtech. Large cargo rescue.
Remy with Microtech again. You should know the drill by now. No updates on my side. Just wanted to wish you luck out there.
Yep, that's what we wanted. Looks like a cat. I have so much trouble with cats. I probably won't show you me unloading this thing because I am terrible at it. As bad as I was with the C2 or the A2, I'm worse with the cat. Now, with the caterpillar being full, it is very difficult to get to the walkway from the doors. The ladders are generally not available, so my advice is to not use the doors but go into the elevator. Since we're not in a rush, nobody's shooting at us. Hopefully at some point when they rework the command module, they will add into it an ability to enter the command module from the exterior. It should have its own airlock, probably with when the ironclad drops. Really is full, as you can see, and you can't get to the ladder. Big and small boxes and just all kinds of stuff. And of course, for whatever reason, I'm having a problem where my Atlas won't interact with cargo on the grid of a Caterpillar. I can interact with it if I throw it on the ground. I can go ahead and load it up, but I can't do anything with it when it's on the grid. I have to take it off the grid with a max lift and then go from there. Definitely a nuisance. I'm not really sure what the cause is. See, now it hasn't moved on to recovering the cargo yet. I'm going to try and get up and see if that makes a difference. But I don't think it will until I warp away and come back. So I'm going to try and warp away, or quantum away, and then now it's moved on. All right, that's good. Don't know why it did, but it did. And now we have a marker to head to the next location. All right, let's move a little closer. I think it's not really responsive, so see how we do. There we are. They flagged us for one already. On the far side. Of course it's on the far side. I think the guy in air traffic control hates me. Whoa, 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 what happened there? I put on my landing gear. And now, oh, you know what? I can't get off the ground. How's my engine power? It's full power. I have VTOLs on. I don't know why we came down on the ground so hard on that. I have no idea what the cause of that was. That is not where I wanted to be. Upward thrust on, and I am barely off the ground. I am not going to mess with that anymore. Power off. Let's open her up. Let's see what we can do about getting her empty. Let's see what we can do here. I hope someday when they can do modules in these caterpillars, they make some of them cargo carriers, because these things are not cargo carriers. They are open space holders. And they don't even hold the open space that well. All right. Now, if I let go of this thing, it will not, it just won't come out. Let me see if getting these things clear make a difference. Even though it probably shouldn't. Yep, that made a difference. Oop, oop, oop. Don't kill yourself with your own cargo. It's really bad on insurance forms. Alright, well, I'm showing you what I'm doing, but I'm not going to show you all of it. I will get it all loaded on the elevators and maybe show you a little bit of the Atlas work when I do it. But for the most part, this is what I do. I unload it onto the ground and then pack it all in. See, now I can't get that off the grid because it's sitting on that. But if I stand on the grid, then I can take it off the grid. All right, well, let's see. It's all in there. And it's all green. Sending it down. How do we do?
Remy here. Everything looks good from our side regarding your contract. Processing it now so you can get paid.
All right, so let's see how we're doing. That's 2. We'll go to journal. Resource drive. We're at 2480. I need another 400 or so. No, I need another, 300, 400. Yeah. There's my little shuttle. Microtech. Large cargo. All right, last one for the evening, I think. All right, I am rehydrated. Or hydrated. Rehydrated, I guess. Anyways, I'm feeling better. Let's go get this done. All right, let's see what they got for us. Another cat. All right, well, we got what we got, so we got to get rid of it. All right, we have not gotten credit for recovering the cargo. I'm still not getting anything but recover the cargo. So let's warp back, or quantum back there, and see if that can give us any reset on this. This is what I usually have to do when I don't get it to acknowledge that I've picked up the ship. So we'll head back. Lower ourselves down. Turn that off. And try it again. There we go. That worked. 83 boxes this time. See you inside. Might be a little closer to the front than I want. All right, engines off. Oh, this is that same problem I had before, isn't it? Yes, it is. Light ready. All right, we can work with this, I think, at least for the beginning of it. Get everybody open. Let's go see what we can do about getting this thing empty. All right, just that last one in the front. See if I can get that clear. And I think I have figured out a way. I wrestled with this for more times than I needed to. Whoa. We can just pull those in from underneath, so that'll be fine. All right, so what I figured out was if you move this thing a little bit, and you can push it forward because it wants to snap to a grid, but if you stand in the grid square that it wants to use, it can't snap to that one, so it snaps to the one in front of it, and it pops it right out of place. I'm sure everybody and their brother knows how to do this. I didn't know anything about it, so it was new to me, and I just did it, and it worked. So what you do is you use the left mouse button, so you're interacting with the grid. Lift up the box, step into the box so that the box cannot go on the cargo grid where you're standing, and then it will pop to the next cargo grid and get out from underneath that stuck landing, which is a lot easier than wrestle with it for a lot. And I wrestled with it a lot. I'm going to fill the elevator and get this closed out. I'll see you in a bit. All right, well, it's in there. It's not pretty. I probably wouldn't win any stacking awards for it, but let's see if we can get it to go down and finish up this mission. We should be all set. Everything is green, and we're done. Let's see how we do here.
Microtech thanks you for all your hard work you've done recently. Keep your eyes peeled for a special something heading your way.
All right, we got a rifle and Caterpillar Star Lancer and Star Lifter. Journal, that should be a end of work. Yes, it is. So almost 3,000 with that done. All right, so I'm Tostig. I'm still in the game. If you stayed this long, thank you for joining me, and hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and a comment if you have something you'd like me to see or had a suggestion on how I can get some of those stuck boxes moving a little faster, or even how I approach the emptying the cat, because obviously I'm not doing it very well. Subscribe if you want to see more of the same, and thanks again for staying as long as you did. See you in the next one.